So there seems to be a renewed push and focus on transgender rights, with Republicans putting forth legislation ranging from punishing doctors who actually perform hormonal treatments for youth to banning trans athletes born male from competing in women's and girls' sports. And Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville's Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act looks to do just that. The bill proposes taking away federal funding from any sports program, elementary school all the way up to college, that currently allows biological boys and men to participate in girls' and women's sports. And Senator Tuberville is joining me right now to discuss more of this. Good morning to you. First of all, I have to ask you, proponents of this bill say that your bill looks to preserve Title IX, that 1972 law that gives women and girls access to participate in school sports. But Senator, does your bill protect Title IX? Or is it the only law on the books that can validate your cause without you looking like you are being discriminatory to the LGBTQ plus community?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I mean, the whole thing about this is I can't believe we're talking about it. I was in sports for 40 years, and the one thing that I've noticed that's come from the federal government in the last 50 years that's really worked is Title IX. It's given young girls and women the opportunity to compete on the same level as men in terms of facilities and funding and scholarships. The increase in the success of women and girls in sports has been phenomenal. 600% in athletic scholarships, 40 to 50% increase in young girls in high school and elementary school. It did exactly what we wanted to do. But now, for some reason, we've got a group of people that want biological boys to have the opportunity to compete against girls. And it's not fair. It's not safe. And it's wrong. And we have got to come to a realization that there's a difference physically with men and women playing and participating against each other. Now, you can do it, but the girls are going to be playing for second and third or fourth. With all the work they're doing, it is not fair for them to have to do this.
You know, it's interesting because I was thinking about the fact that, like COVID restrictions, there are a lot of people who were not necessarily upset about the fact that there needed to be people protected. They said, you know what, I don't want these restrictions because it's only addressing a very small number of people who are more at risk for contracting COVID because of pre-existing conditions. And now you're trying to enforce it on me as a healthy adult. Now, I know there are exceptions, but is it the same case here? Do many in the Republican Party feel that they don't hate transgender people? They're not angry at people who want to identify for whatever reason with whatever gender they want, but the population being so minuscule, should other people have to have that law applied to them and it be accepting of those laws, even though it addresses only a fragment of the population?
Well, you hit right on the head. I've got nothing against transgender. You can be who you want to be. That's what this country gives you. It gives you the opportunity to be or act or whatever, as long as you're within the law, to do whatever you want to do or be whoever you want to be. So I've got nothing against that, but I am against unfairness. And that's what this is all about. And to force somebody to do something, to me, it makes no sense. Again, I've been in this profession for a long time, and I've seen the effects and the increases and the success that women and girls have had. And to tear that down through taking away some opportunities from young girls to have athletic scholarships makes no sense. In 20 years, biological boys participating in women's sports now have won 28 national championships in college. I want you to think about that. And so there's 28 girls that had the opportunity, that worked all their life to have success, but really at the end of the day, they were playing for second or third. So we want to make sure it's fair. I mean, this is not against one group or that group. If it's anything, it's against a group of girls. If you look this past week, Vermont Christian School said we're not going to participate against another team in a tournament because they got a biological boy playing and he was dominating. And now they've been banned for playing in any tournaments. So for one person to do something, but then you've got a group of girls that's worked all their life to have an opportunity to do something, now they're being punished. So we've got to come up with a solution to this. And again, the solution is not for biological boys to be able to participate against women when we know that it's not fair.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.